All right, here we are. Here we go. We are alive and breathing, and good to be here. Good to be here. Happy beginning of Hanukkah to all of you out there. If you're batting from that side of the plate, or should I say, Chanukah Shamehak. I think that's how you say that sort of thing. I mean, I probably butchered the ever-living daylights out of that, but, you ever try to pronounce something that you don't know how to say it, but at least you try, and it completely turns out wrong, and you just felt, like I just did. Because I know I just pronounced that wrong somehow, but a while back, one of my close Jewish friends decided that he was going to try to teach me a little Hebrew, and let's just say it didn't work out too well. I'm sure some rabbi's out there just looking up at the sky, just shaking his head and just saying, "By what is going on? It sounds like you just ordered something from a Chinese restaurant." Yeah, there's probably some Chinese restaurant right now that's printing out a ticket that says, order number 47, Chanukah Shamak. Extra spicy. Add that egg roll. And the chef's going like, "What are you talking about? Add the shamu. What is this?" And now I got some, there's probably some little, there's a delivery driver out there, probably just out there, just wandering the streets, just holding this bag of food and asking strangers if they ordered a number 47 or whatever. And he's going door to door. Like he's he's on a mission, just trying to find this one dude that ordered this, and he's knocking on, hello, anyone accidentally ordered this something that they can't pronounce? Anyone? No? Okay, I'll keep looking, I'll keep looking. Did you order the number 47 spicy? Because at this point, I guess my pronunciation has caused more confusion than the actual holiday ever did, I guess. So let me just say this before I get myself in, I guess, more trouble, before I reinvent a damn menu item right now, I just want to say Happy Hanukkah. Plain and simple, that's all I wanted to do. No extra sauce, no egg roll, no side quest for this little dude, just out there trying to just deliver food, man, just Happy Hanukkah. That's all. Man, what's going on? What's happening? What's up? What's going on? Good to be back here, in the graces of all of you guys, and we missed last week, and I apologize for that. Just sometimes life kind of, has those ups and downs, and you just got to deal with things, and even if you don't want to, but sometimes you just got to do them, and that's just how that goes. So, and that's what happened to a buddy of mine the other week, man. The other week, well, first off, let me say this before I jump into that. We are here in the beautiful mountains of Asheville, North Carolina, and man, people are out here doing things. They are out here, and I'm going to say this just real quick, but things are looking a little red. They're looking, and I hate to say this, but they are looking more, they're looking a little bit more hillbilly-ish, and as the holidays start coming to, as they start nearing, and look, man, I don't mean anything rude by that or anything. I'm just actually, because I hate the term hillbilly. I just don't like it. But dude, I saw this, I saw a man out there putting Bush Light cans, Christmas lights. And while he was putting up, he was standing on a hood of this old, rusted out old Ford truck. And he was trying to hook up the dang Christmas lights to a damn bug zapper. And I'm like, what is going on here? And he's trying to hook up the bug zapper to a Santa Claus. And it's just like, dude, it's getting there. It's getting there. Then I saw another guy out there, and he literally had like 3 stacks of like old Ford tires, like old monster truck tires, and he spray painted them white, and it dressed it up to look like a damn snowman, and he just threw a damn Marlboro Red or some sort of just threw a damn carrot in between one of the tires and put a damn hat on it, and just now he's got this this smoking tire snowman thing in his yard, and man, I don't know. I'm just saying, man, things are getting real wild out here in Asheville. So at some time, eventually someone's going to take it too far. And like any minute now, I'm fully expecting some person to put out like a nativity scene, made out of like lawn chairs and leftover Halloween decorations or something, or make a damn reindeer out of like 2 weed eaters or whatever they're gonna do, or maybe a Christmas, they'll make a Christmas tree out of a traffic cone or whatever they're gonna do. They'll throw some tinsel on it and call it a day or whatever they're out there doing. At this point in time, I'm not even judging, dude. I'm just not, people are gonna do what they're gonna do. I'm just waiting to see what comes up next. That's all I'm saying, man. So, but man, what's going on? What's happening? Oh yeah, going back, dude. There's nothing worse around holiday season than being alone, dude. There is absolutely nothing more depressing than that. And one of my buddies, dude, he is on that tip right now. He just got turned down by a girl that he's had a crush on for a long time, and he thought this was going to be the year. He thought this was going to be the time that he was not going to, roll around and feel lonely for himself. And for all of you guys out there, that are feeling that way, it's not that bad. But when you get turned down or you get rejected by a crush, that's probably the worst thing right there. Or maybe catching your hair on fire, that sort of thing. That's probably, pulling a Michael Jackson. That's probably bad. Or realizing that she's a he or something. That could be worse, I guess. But yeah, man, he got turned down, and boy, he's a mess right now. And well, let me just tell you what went down real quick, right? So, there's a little coffee joint around here, and I'm not going to say what it is. I'm not going to put the name out or anything like that, but I'm not really that big of a fan of it. Let's just say that. They serve they sell coffee, and they sell all types of different breakfast food. They got that apple oatmeal and toast, and they got tofu breakfasts and that sort of thing. And I don't even know if breakfasts is a word or anything, but I'm gonna roll with it, right? So, and look, I don't know who's out there putting tofu on breakfast. Like that's stop that, because who's ever doing this menu thing and putting that on there, well, something needs to happen to them. All right, that's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. So anyway, so my buddy goes in there, and he's been going in there for quite some time, and he's been, wanting to ask this girl out for a long time, and at least a couple months now. But every time he goes in there and thinks about doing it, he bails. He doesn't have the. It's like his courage, just has like like a strict curfew or something, and it's just like I gotta get out of here. It's 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I gotta get home. I gotta right. But so he tells me he walks in there and he talks to this girl every once in a while. It's just little small talk stuff. And like, how's your day going? The weather outside is frightful. He's starting to put little jingles in her head or whatever. It's kind of cold. Basically, it's the type of conversation that you would have with like a cashier, like buying like, I don't know, an apple or maybe bubble gum or something, whatever. Not exactly the type of, romantic talk, this guy's not, not selling romance novels or anything like that. But the thing is, he falls in love so easy. Like one of those people that, if a waitress kind of gives him like a friendly smile at him or something like that, he immediately starts like, he immediately like gets on his phone and just starts Googling, like wedding venues or whatever. He's that type of cat, like him, him hearing like, have a nice day at a Piggly Wiggly, all of a sudden, automatically, he immediately starts, imagining what their kids are going to look like or something. He's out here catching feelings, faster than like a Wi-Fi connection that's gone wrong or something like that, or whatever. You get my point, right? Basically, he's like the human version of like a Hallmark movie. If I could say that, faster, because I got the speech impediment. And sometimes I gotta force out those words before, I get tongue-tied and twisted, and my brain and mouth don't go, they don't work well. That connection's, disabled or whatever you want to call it. Probably not disabled, but you know what I'm saying. But he's like a Hallmark movie, like the ones that, you see on TV. You see, they'll have two people sipping damn hot cocoa or whatever by a fireplace while a golden retriever, runs through the snow or whatever. That sort of thing. He's that type of guy. So anyway, so he is talking to this girl, and while he's talking to her, he's like asking her, he already knows her name, but he's just asking her her name just to ask her, essentially. And the thing is, she's wearing a name tag with big, bold letters on it right there on her shirt. And it says Emily on it. And, I mean, this thing is huge. It's got, like, damn 72, Arial font on it or whatever. I mean, damn, Stevie Wonder could damn look across the restaurant and see her name tag. I mean, it's visibly there. So he's like, oh, your name's Emily. Oh, okay. That's my favorite name. And I kind of, when he told me this, I'm like, my guy, my friend, my, like, what? What does that even mean? No one has a favorite name. That's not a thing. That's not what that is. So anyway, so he said he started talking about this one show that he likes, and he asked her if she's seen it. She said, yeah. And And yeah, I've seen that. It's great. I like this and I like that. So they get to chit chatting a little bit more, and then right as he is about to like pop that one little question, the question that he's been holding back for all of these months, do you want to go out sometime? She said, yeah, my boyfriend and I watch that show all the time. And so he stood there and, he's in shock and everything. And then he asked if she had seen the show that they were just talking about. And he tried to play it off like he didn't hear her talk about that one particular show for at least like a minute straight or whatever he said. They were just talking about it. So he like tried to play it off, and it didn't work, and like he just pretended like he didn't hear her or something. And then the next thing you know, it turns into she's saying like, sorry man, look, I'm really busy right now. I'm at work. And what can I get for you? And he was just like, I guess I'll just take a coffee to go. And then he left, and now he's just in such a downer mood because of, because it sucks, man. It sucks to get rejected. It sucks to like, to get turned down by someone that you like that much. And so, but you know what? I told them that the greatest thing that he did for himself was putting himself out there. He's got to put himself out there. You got to, like, if you want something, you got to just go out there and just do it, right? And if you fall flat on your face, then, like my man did, then that's just what it is, man. And I asked him, I was like, please tell me you didn't just like sit there after you got your coffee, you just sat there and just drink it in the in the little coffee place or whatever. And he's like, no. I left, and I was just so, my heart felt so bad, and I felt bad for him too. It's just, that's how life goes sometimes. And I said, maybe that guy or that girl, thank gosh he's not a guy, because that's, I would kind of, if that's how my friend wants to play ball, then by all means, then go for it. But, dude, you got to get rejected before you find out like who you're supposed to be with. You got to take those chances. You got to get turned down. You got to fall. You got to, it's just what it is. It's how life goes. And now he's thinking about doing this online dating thing, and he's, and I'm like, damn, dude, you want to do all that? Because online dating, that is just, basically that's the wild, wild west of dating right there. That is, because you don't know what's going to happen. You don't know. When you get on those apps and everything, it just, God, nope, you'll get on Match.com or whatever app, Swipe Right-ish or whatever they're calling these damn digital meat markets nowadays. That's what it is. You'll get on one of those, and then you'll click you'll click on someone's profile, and it's not even a bio of them, and it's just or maybe the bio, you'll click on it, and then you'll click on their bio, and it's like some ransom note, it looks like that, that's got capital letters and weird spellings and probably a couple, emojis that have like, that feel like threats, I guess, or something. And you'll read it and it'll say like, do you want love or do you want to just leave me $500 in a duffel bag behind the damn Walmart, something like that, but, or you'll see a picture of some woman on there and she's got a full beard, she's holding this damn largemouth bass and like she's trying to like she's auditioning for like a bass masters competition calendar or something like that. I mean, I don't know. At this point in time, you aren't even sure, like, if, I don't know, you aren't even sure if you're supposed to flirt with her or if you're, like, wondering, what kind of bait she used or something. It's so crazy out there with that, It's like, man, you could probably say, like, man, that beard's immaculate and that the fish is enormous and, in the caption, and it'll say, for for her, it's like looking for someone who can handle like a real woman or something like that. I don't know. Whatever it is, man. It's just weird, man. Because you're like a real woman, man. You could bench press this damn, this fillet right off this fish. What are you, ugh. But, a couple of years ago, a cousin of mine, he did that sort of thing. He got online and then he found this girl and she essentially, she put the picture of her, what she looked like in her 20s on there. And so he goes to go meet her and she's damn 50 years old with 2 kids. And the thing is, she's in a dang wheelchair. And he like he was looking at her and then it's kind of like one of those pictures that you see one of those games that you play when you got 2 sides and you're trying to find which what doesn't belong in what photo and that sort of thing and it's like that but whatever it's called. But she came rolling up to him and everything, and he and he pretended that he worked at the place that they met up at, and he said, "Sorry, I gotta go get some bread for table 12," or whatever he said, and then left. So, it's like, God. I don't know, man. You never know what you're going to get with these profiles, these fake profiles and women, there's women on there that aren't women, or men trying to be women or those damn halfway, I used to call them halfway Heathers, but, but they're out there, man. They're just trying to pull that one jack move on you, just, like, hey, my name's Amber, but my real name's Lance. It's fucking strange. That's what it is. That's my whole thing. It's strange. Not to go on about online dating or whatever, but a long time ago, I was having struggle, I was in the struggle game for dating and everything. And so, one of my buddies decided as a prank, he was going to put me on Match.com or whatever. And, so essentially I'd get random emails from these girls, and I didn't even sign up on Match.com, but he would go in there and change my damn profile all the time And once I caught up to what he was doing, he had been doing this for months. And I'm like, you prick. Again, good prank. So what I went ahead and did later on was just essentially, I put his car in the paper, in the Iwana. And Iwana back in the day used to be like something like you could, if you needed like an old, like anything, you could put anything on there and you'd call and say, hey man, I want to come. It's like Facebook Marketplace essentially nowadays. But I put his truck in the Iwana, so he'd get these random calls every so often, like, hey, I'm looking for the old Chevrolet 2-door, and he's like, what the fuck what are you talking about? No, the truck's not for sale. And then it just kept going, and then he just got so frustrated that he just didn't even answer his phone anymore. So, and then I finally, told him what was up, and I don't know, it was just good times, man. Good times, but damn, it's just different. It's different. Times are different. We're living in a different world right now, and how we meet people, and so, man, you just got to be careful, man. You got to be careful when you get on one of those, because they'll trick you, dude. They will trick you. You never know what you're going to get. So, man, what else is going on, dude? What's happening? Well, I went out to look for some Christmas gifts for my family and friends, and I used to like shopping and that sort of thing, and now I guess maybe as I've gotten older, the spirit in me is just kind of like fizzled out a little bit. But my sister and I, we were going to go out, but she came down with the vid. She came, and that's COVID for all you guys. That's short for COVID right there, if you don't know what that is. But so she's been at home basically trying to just, I guess, rewind the hands of, like she's trying to rewind the hands of time to, like she's Benjamin Button with a cough right now. Like she didn't get it when it was COVID time, and now she's got it. So, and we don't know where she got it from. It might have been, some shopping cart handle or maybe a gas pump that she just, that wasn't wiped down or something since like 1997 or whatever. Or maybe she just looked at the wrong person, at a China buffet. I don't know. Who knows? You never know. But so I went in there, I went out, looked around and everything. And then I ended up going to Hobby Lobby. And Hobby Lobby, man, to me, that's just like Target's weird cousin. Because you walk in there and everything in there just smells like a faintly, like faintly cinnamon, like a pine cone that's been faintly. Oh man, see if I could talk right now. It just smells like a pine cone that has cinnamon on it. I guess, I don't know, whatever, and hot glue gun sticks. That's exactly what it smells like. Like a couple teenagers that flunked out in middle school are back there getting high off these fucking craft fumes, that sort of thing. But, cause everything in there is put together with damn glue guns easily, but, and then the thing is also, like, once you get in there, you get like 3 aisles in and you're just damn, it's like some gay guy just came by and just fucking hit you in the face with a sack full of glitter. Like, everything has fucking glitter on it. And even the pictures got it. The damn cash registers are filled with glitter. It's just, again, it's like you're just getting hit in the face with a star-spangled batter of glitter, and you're like, God, I don't like any of this. But so I'm wandering around and I'm looking and I'm really not finding anything. And then I hear this old lady's voice, hey, can you hear me? And for the first thought, like, she's loud, dude. I was like, oh, okay. All right. And then she's like, hey. She's pretty loud. She's like, hey, are you there? And I think everyone in the place heard her, because Mariah Carey's blasting on the damn home store speaker and everything at full volume, and she's like, hold on, I think I got bad reception. Hold on. So now she's talking louder and louder, and let me tell you something, man. Her voice, it sounded like she had just smoked about 8 cigars, and then right before she stepped in that place, and she just, oh God, she kind of sounded like a dang Harley Davidson was just rolling around in the damn in the Hobby Lobby. It's just she's over there yelling at her phone and like she's trying to damn FaceTime someone who's on the damn moon. I mean, she's yelling at this thing, And then she's like, are you there? Are you there? And then she said, oh, okay. All right. And then she just starts listing off things that are in the store. I mean, the whole, she could have listed off the entire store. And she was, again, she's loud as hell. She's out there just, yeah, they got black frames, they got brown frames, glass, they got shelves, white frames. They got they got people's families in these photos, and they got small wooden paddles. There's a Bible verse on this plank over here. There's a rooster made of metal. They got an actual rooster. And it's just like, Jesus, lady. We got a couple fake plants. There's a catfish toaster over here. What's that stuff that they make damn sweaters out of? Oh yeah, they got some of that. They got some nutcrackers. And then she asks, "Are you writing these down?" And then she says, "You aren't? Okay, well, let me keep going. You want me to start over?" And it's like, oh God, no, please. They got paintbrushes, scrapbooks. I found a hula hoop, and it's just like, Jesus, lady, come on, man. They got baking flour. Oh, they got Wi-Fi. And you're just like, dude, they got a Captain Crunch collector. And it's just like, okay, lady, like, come on, chill out, right? This is like, I mean, she's just loud. Are you writing these down? It's like, what are you supposed to be writing down? You're just making a list out of nothing. And everyone in the store is like looking at her just like this lady's losing her mind, Because again, essentially she's just naming off everything in the store. And you're like, dude, they got hot tamales and cold tamales. They got wooden spoons. They got, what are they called? There's snow in a globe. And you shake it around. Oh, yeah, they got those. They got this big letter H. Like, holy shit, They got a poster of a cat. And you're like, oh, right. All right. They got, what do they got? You put food in it and you blend it up, And in my head, I'm like, lady, that's a fucking blender. Like, what are you doing in here? Who let you into this store? And finally, some store associate went over and said whatever she said. And then all I heard from this lady was, no, I'm just doing some Christmas shopping. I was like, I got to get the fuck out of here, dude. This is just, I mean, it was hysterical. Like, everyone's like, don't look, but we can look. Oh, no. And then sure enough, man, me and about 3 other people, we were like, I got to get out of here. And then some lady, as I'm walking by, she's on her phone, and then she gets off the phone, and she's walking with her daughter, and she looks down at her daughter and says, your grandmother's losing it. And I'm like, oh no, you're related to this one woman, I think. I would hate to know what Christmas is like for you guys, but, you know, I got a saxophone. They got chewing gum. It's just like, geez. All right. Well, I'm going to go to the cousin. I'm going to go to Target and see what they got over there, because now I know why I don't go to Hobby Lobby much. So, and now I know why I do all my Christmas shopping online, because that's what we do now, right? So, yeah, that was an interesting thing, man. We got they got oh man. What's happening? What's going on with this world? Somebody asked me the other day what my favorite Christmas movie was, and every time someone asks me that, dude, I just kind of freeze up, because I don't know. And like, to be honest, they don't really have very many good Christmas movies. You know, like, we pretend that they are, like, you know, we just pretend they are. And you know, because there's little twinkly lights in the background and everything, you know, is just what it is. But seriously, like, every little Christmas movie is just like a cinematic damn mess. It's just a fucking fruitcake, essentially. And who likes fruitcake? No one likes fruitcake. You know? But the other night, this girl that I'm dating, you know, her and I sat down, we watched this one Christmas movie, dude. And this thing, it has Michelle Pfeiffer in it, and it's got Dennis Leary. And look, man, I love some Dennis Leary. I do. Like, you know, I always have. Like, the man could read a damn grocery list and I'd be entertained, because that's, like, he's not the greatest actor, but God bless it if he doesn't have some character to him. You know what I'm talking about? But this movie, dude, this movie was so bad. So bad. Like, I can't even remember the name of it, but like, I was like halfway through it, I was like, am I still alive? Because this thing, I'm just dying from fucking boredom. This is like, God, I'm just about to pretend to have a stroke so I don't have to fucking watch this piece of shit anymore. And I'm sorry, you know, like, God, anybody, just someone have some, get me some Narcan, please. You know? Because, God, I've seen better shit sitting at a DMV before. You know? Watch an instructional video on how to not, you know, drive a car well, or whatever, you know. It's just what it is. I mean, God, it's just, you know, halfway through, I was just like, gosh, please, it's just, I'm rooting against Christmas now. I'm like, why? That's how bad it was. It's just, and again, I don't even remember the name of it, and thank God I don't, but I mean it, man. Why are all, like, Home Alone's all right? You know, there's other Christmas movies that aren't really Christmas movies, but they consider them Christmas movies. But But I just don't have. And look, man, if you got a Christmas movie and you want to like share it in the comments or whatever, then have at it. Point out one to me that I think I'd like or something. But the one thing I don't understand is, dude, Amazon, like, they put out, because this thing was on Amazon, so you guys could probably find it. And if you guys find it, just stir away from it. Just, God, like, go outside and watch the fucking sun go down or something. You know, watch anything else. But why does Amazon put out such horrible fucking movies? All their original movies suck. You know, it's like someone just took a lunch break, you know, on a Tuesday, and they were like, "Hey, we're just gonna film this movie real quick." It just irks the shit out of me. You know, it's like they got this one clip online. It's kind of like if you've seen that Cam Newton clip with when they're asking him about Phillip Rivers. You know, Phillip Rivers had his first game yesterday and that sort of thing. And I don't know how he did or whatever, but they're asking Cam Newton like, "Hey, are you upset that, you know, Phillip Rivers at the age of 44 is starting and you aren't?" Look, man, I got the clip right here. Where is it? I got this thing. Where's that? Where? Yep. Yeah, let's see, huh? Let's see, man. Let's see. Yeah. Here it is. He's like, "What? Are you serious?" And then he, like, you could tell he's pissed. He's like, "What do you mean? What do you mean?"
It's almost like a slap in my face, bro.
All the things that you do in the media, do you come off like you're available? Well, state the case then, bro.
Did Phillip Rivers send any type of signs that he was available? Why you asking me to do something that everybody else didn't do? I ain't no lab rat. Come on, bro.
You still are available.
Have you followed my Snapchat?
Yeah, I don't know. It's atrocious. That's what it is. You know, it makes me, all of their originals just make me want to rip my freaking skin off my own body and throw it into the road. That's what it makes it. It makes me want to shove my own freaking eyes in my own butt and cough them out and put them in someone else's eyes or skull or whatever. I don't know. It's just, there's this other clip that maybe you could find it, but there's this girl that has, you know, she's got this dildo or whatever glued onto her dashboard, and whenever there's a person on the highway she gets road rage going on, and instead of yelling, well, while she is yelling, I think she's yelling. I've only seen it like once or twice, but while she's yelling, she's just stroking that big old thing, man. And it's the thing is like, you know, 14 inches long or whatever, but she's just out there just, you know, but that's what it makes me feel like, dude. It just makes me want to just again, it's just bad. It's just, I don't know. But I don't have a favorite Christmas movie, I don't think. I mean, and if I do, maybe I haven't really thought about it enough to really care, I guess, or I don't know. Growing up, it was Home Alone, but yeah, I don't know. I'll have to think about it. Again, if you got a favorite Christmas movie, then, you know, go for it. Put it down, you know. Man, what else do we have going on, dude? It's just good to be here, guys. Again. How about we jump into some strange news? You know, sometimes we put things out like that are going on around the world, and some, you know, sometimes they're subpar, sometimes they aren't, you know. But hell, man, let's just jump into this thing. Let's see what's going on, huh? It says drone drops steak and crab legs off for a prisoner feast, but South Carolina guards find it first. So it sounds like, that's wild. Like, what do you mean? So some drone is just flying over what I want to know, what was, you know, what's in the damn, what's it like? What do you mean that? So the drone dropped it off, and then, where'd it go? It says a drone flew over Lee Correctional Institution in Bishopville, South Carolina, and dropped a careful bundle of contraband into a prison yard, and it had some unusual stuff in there. They're calling it holiday surf and turf. It's pretty good, man. Pretty good. It consisted of raw steak, crab legs, Old Bay seasoning, marijuana, 2 big baggies of the fucking devil's, you know, the devil. Damn, man, my computer's freaking out. What else is going on here? What else was in there? Cigarettes. And everything was put into a Piggly Wiggly shopping cart. Damn, it sounds like Diddy tried to get in there and throw a little crab fest together. It says that damn, I don't know what's going on with my computer. That's crazy. Contraband was dropped off by the drone, and it became a growing issue for the prisoners. Yeah, I don't know. So what they do with it? They believe inmates coordinated with someone outside the prison to fly a drone to drop off the goods. And like, so what? Did the guards just have their way with all the, I mean, are the guards just eating crab legs and just, they're doing it right in front of the dude? You know, like, God, you know, they're just out there getting high off of fucking, you know, that dude's own shit. But man, what a creative idea, dude. What, like, how else are you going to get to, you know, you usually hear about someone, you know, sneaking a damn, you know, joint or something into a birthday cake, or, you know, or putting a shirt into a damn, I mean, whatever, man, sneaking in baby oil. Again, did he do this? I mean it. This is a Southern style story if I've ever fucking heard one. You know, this should be in a movie or something. Dude, someone's going to do a stand-up bit on this thing. Who knows? That's crazy. I wish I could find it again, but I can't find it. Just to get the whole enclosed story. I don't know, man. But that's wild. Sorry again, my computer is doing something strange. But yeah, it's pretty fantastic if you ask me, man. But I don't know. Oh well. It's just one of those things, man. What else? What else is going on? I don't know. Not a whole lot. It's just everyone's getting ready for the holiday season, and dude, I hope someone flies a drone over in my yard and drops off some fucking crab legs. Let's do this thing, you know? Let's do it. Anyways. All right, guys, I'm going to roll. I just wanted to say, happy Hanukkah to everyone again. And dang, man, my damn hair, it looks like I've been just raking my fucking head with one of those weed whackers that are tied together to make that reindeer. You know what I'm talking about? Jeez, it's looking, I got to do something about this, but all right, guys, I'm going to go. I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful week. Stay warm. It's cold out there. It is cold. All right, guys, next week we'll have a Christmas episode or something. Maybe we'll have someone in here that we can throw ideas at. Maybe we'll get our producers in here today. He's out there eating Bojangles or something like that right now. So, but he'll be back in here a little bit later, and but maybe we'll do that. Maybe baby gravy. Anyways, all right, guys. Stay true to yourselves. Have a wonderful week, and I'll catch you next time. You know what I'm talking about. Be well, and stay safe out there shopping, boy. Get that shopping done. And we got we got lanterns in here. They got lanterns. They got they got the sun in here. There's an elf running around. There's a little Mexican cat with a sombrero with chips and dip that you could dip on, and they got everything in here. It's Hobby Lobby. Anyways. All right, guys. Be well. Take care.